How long was Neil Armstrong actually on the moon? When did Europe start speaking English? Did Marco Polo really go to China? CuriosityStream is the streaming service for all things history, plus science, wildlife, and more. What's the real story behind the Mona Lisa? We've got that. What caused the collapse of Rome? We know. Where did we find mankind's earliest ancestor? Come find out. For the holidays, get the gift of curiosity with 25% off gift cards for your curious cohorts. It's holiday shopping season at curiositystream.com/gift.
Selling your car to Carvana is as easy as...
As easy as pie?
Sure. All you have to do is enter your license plate or VIN.
As easy as a stroll in the park.
Okay, then just answer a few questions and you'll get a real offer in seconds.
As easy as singing.
Why not? Schedule a pickup or drop off and Carvana will pay you that amount right on the spot.
As easy as playing guitar.
Actually, I find that kind of difficult. But selling your car to Carvana is as easy as...
Can be.
Visit Carvana.com or download the app to get an instant offer today.
That's Rennie's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I know Islam. I believe you're right.
Now, see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
This being the Christmas season, Lum and Abner and their sponsors wish that they might do something for you, their radio listeners, that would add still more pleasure and enjoyment to the occasion. With this thought in mind, your old Pine Ridge friends are repeating their traditional Christmas show. Like the narrative of the Nativity itself, Lum and Abner's Christmas story has become more beautiful and meaningful with the passing of the years. It was in 1933 that they first told this simple legend of a humble event that took place here in America, in Pine Ridge. A tale which reflects Bethlehem's wondrous miracle. And now, once more, we invite you to listen to Lum and Abner's Christmas story. As we look in on the little community of Pine Ridge today, a picture of complete peace and contentment greets our eyes. It's a clear, still evening this Christmastide night, and the whole countryside is wrapped in a clean, white blanket of snow which has fallen rather heavily all day long. Here and there on the deserted streets, we see an occasional home where the lights of a Christmas tree in the front window still twinkle in the dark of the night. And as we pass through town and come to the outskirts, we catch up with three old fellows trudging along through the snow on the road which leads from Pine Ridge out into the countryside. Getting closer, we see there are Lum, Abner, and Grandpappy Spears. And as we join them, we find that they're on a real Christmas mission. Listen.
Yeah, sure, we're headed right now, Grandpap. Oh, yeah, I know this is the way, Abner. Doc Miller rode his horse over here. You see his tracks there in the snow.
Well, it must be the old Gaddis place, then.
Yeah, that's just about where it's at, all right. There ain't nothing but the barn left over there, though. That house burnt down 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, Doc says it's due east from that road where we turned off. Due east?
Yeah, which way is east? I ain't paid no attention to the direction.
Wait a minute, whereabouts is the East Star? There it is, right ahead of us. We're going right, man. Don't worry about that. Yeah, we can just follow the East Star.
Yeah, that ought to lead us to it, all right.
How'd you find out about these folks, Grandpa?
Well, Doc Miller and his woman had dinner over at our place. We were sitting there visiting after we got done eating, and the telephone rung and told Doc to get right over here. Well, who done the calling? Oh, some feller named Joe something or another. Forget what he did call his name. He'd went over to some neighbor's house to call. Said they'd been into the county seat to pay their taxes and weren't no room at the hotel, so they come out here to this old barn to spend the night. Well, this ain't fitting weather to have to stay out in the barn.
And they said they were sort of expecting the baby to be born tonight, huh?
Yeah, that's the reason they called Doc Miller.
What's the matter, Abner?
I notice my arms is getting tired here, fellas.
Well, yeah, let me carry them blankets up along. You can carry this oil heater. Is that box of groceries getting heavy, Grandpa?
No, I'm all right. Ought to be there directly anyhow. This snow sure tires a body out walking through it, you know it.
Yeah, well, maybe we're walking a little too fast for you, Abner. Here, you take the lantern, too.
Oh. Yes, sir, it's mighty thoughtful of you fellers to come over here at night this way. I sort of hid to call you to get out on Christmas, but after Doc left, me and the woman got to talking about how pitiful it was that couple was having to stay out here in this barn with nothing to eat and all. Well, I'm just glad you called me, Grandpap. Just proud of a chance to help them.
Yeah, this makes it seem more like Christmas to me, doing for somebody else.
Why, sure.
You know, you just can't do things to make others happy without making yourself happy at the same time. Trouble with a lot of us, we sort of lose the Christmas idea altogether. Think too much about ourselves. The real Christmas spirit is the happiness we get out of making others happy.
Yeah, that's right. There we was now, just sitting there at home, thought we was enjoying ourselves, and these folks out here spending Christmas in an old barn this way. No, there just wouldn't have been no Christmas to it if you hadn't called us up, Grandpa.
Yeah, well, I knowed I could depend on you fellers. Now, if it's the old Gatter's place, we ought to be able to see it from the top of this hill here. Wait a minute, I believe that's the barn yonder, ain't it?
Yep, that's where they're at. Well, that's due east from where we was at, all right, for there's the east star right over the top of the barn there.
Yeah, there's Doc's horse tied to the fence there.
Yeah,
so this is the place. See the light shining through the cracks in the walls.
Yeah. Well, sir, it's just a shame that them folks never let some of us know they needed a place to stay. We've got plenty of room over at the place, and we've just been plumb glad to have them. Well, this man that called Doc said they was looking for a place to stay and seen this barn weren't being used, so they just put up there for the night. Well, whereabouts do they live, Grandpap? Did he say? Yeah, they're from over about Pleasant Valley somewhere. Pleasant Valley. Yeah, he told Doc he never had no cash money, taking every nickel he had to pay his taxes, but said if he'd make the call, he'd work it out quick as he could.
Well, old Doc never refused a call in his life, I don't reckon.
No. I've knowed him to get up in the dead of night in the worst kind of weather to go call on the sick when he knowed before he went that he would never get no pay for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what we'd do without old Doc here in this community. Plus, there's some that says his methods is a little old-fashioned, and granny's I'll take my chances with him every time.
He's pulled me through the shadows time and again. Yeah, I've always said that Doc never practiced medicine for what money he got out of it as much as he does for the good that he can be to his fellow man.
No, sir, if there ever was a man that's got a preserved seat in the better world, it's old Doc Miller.
Yeah. You better not be talking too loud, fellas, and we don't want to disturb them none. Oh, no, let's all be as quiet as we can here.
We gotta let Doc know we're here somewhere or other. I reckon it won't hurt nothing to tap on the door sort of gentle.
No. Go ahead, Lon. They'll be needing this oil stove in there.
I don't hear a sound in there.
I don't believe you knocked quite loud enough, Lon. Maybe they never heard you.
Wait a minute. Here comes somebody to the door.
Oh.
Well, howdy, Doc.
Yo, hello there. Well, what are you three old codgers doing out here this time of the night? Why, we just got to thinking after you left, Doc, these folks might be needing something. Yeah, Doc, we brung an oil stove and some bed kivers.
And here's a box of groceries.
Well, now, they're sure needing them. Haven't got any heat of any kind in there. Using what little hay was left for a bed, I took and piled it all up in the manger and made a pretty good bed, but now these covers will just come in awful handy.
How's the lady, Doc?
Oh, getting along as well as could be expected, Lon. I'll take these things on in and have her husband light this heater and warm that place up a little. You men had better stay out here for a while.
Yeah, sure. You go ahead, Doc. We'll wait out here. If there's anything we can do, Doc, just let us know.
Yes, all right, thank you.
Doc, what kind of work does this feller do?
Oh, he said a while ago that he was a carpenter by trade, Ron. Said he'd been out of work for quite a while. Oh, well, here, I'd better get back inside here.
Yeah.
Said he was a carpenter, huh?
Yeah. I'm just thinking. We've been talking about building that loading platform at the back door of the store, Abner, and I think it'd be a pretty good idea to get this fella to help us.
That's a good idea, Long. Might get him to do a little fixing up in the store there, too, while he's at it.
Well, he'll want to be nigh his wife and baby for a few days now.
Oh, sure.
Quickly the Doc thinks it's safe for him to be moved, I'm going to insist on him coming right over there at our place and staying.
Oh, that'd be the best place in the world for him, Grandpap. That woman of yours, Aunt Charity, could take care of him better than anybody I know.
Yes, you get a side of enjoyment out of looking after the baby. Just loves children.
Oh, yeah. That woman of yours, Grandpap, has mothered every young'un in the whole community.
Well, sir, just thinking here. Here we are, three old codgers, getting along in years, standing around out here waiting for a little baby to be born. It's sort of like as if we was waiting for somebody to take our place.
Well, of course, we don't like to talk about such things, but we've about served our time, I reckon.
Yeah, won't be long before we'll have to move on and see somebody else to take our place.
Yeah, they'll soon forget about us.
It's sort of like the years. There's been a lot of things happen that they'll soon be forgot. There's been lots of joys and happiness. On the other hand, there's been lots of heartaches, lots of blasted hopes. But there's a new year coming. We'll all get to start all over again. We're sort of like the years, us three old fellas.
Well, it's just like I've always said.
Wait a minute. I see somebody coming to the door.
Oh, maybe it's Doc.
Any news yet, Doc?
Well, men,
It's a fine baby boy.
And so it came to pass that a little child was born on December 25th in an old barn in the countryside near the peaceful little community of Pine Ridge. Friends, we hope you've enjoyed this, Rum and Abner's traditional Christmas story.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
Laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.